Somebody once told me.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. So if you didn't watch my last video, I basically made some Lolita coordinates and then I got the wild idea, like the genius idea, to make some Shrek outfits. So basically taking characters from Shrek and making them some Lolita themed outfits. I'm like, I know, I'm just a genius. So that's what I'm gonna do today. But before I start, look how cool my little Shrek lollipop pin is. Isn't it cute? Yeah, this is my little Shrek outfit for today. So, you know, he wears his like this kind of shirt. I got this from Celtic Fusion. The waistcoat is by Femme, and then he has the little belt, and then I have like a brown skirt. And then my makeup, if you can see, is green and brown for mud. Unfortunately, I don't have a green wig. Green, you know, ogre green is not really my colour. I had the best time. I had the wildest time. My life is very sad. I had such fun making these outfits. I'm not gonna lie. I'm wondering whether to like show the outfit and then give you a few seconds and see if you can guess who it is. But I feel like it's fairly obvious because like the ears of the character is in each outfit. So it's like pretty obvious. But I also kind of want to know if I did my job well and if it reads as the character. So we're going to start off with the easiest one, which is this one right here. I feel like if you don't get it, then I've done a terrible job. So 3, 2, 1. Did you guess it? Of course, it's Shrek. So of course I started with Shrek's color palette. I was like, I can either do this like based on his actual outfit that he wears, or get a bright green Lolita dress, for example, and then try and make that look Shrek-like. But for me, I think it makes more sense to follow like the outfit that he already wears. Only the blouse and the skirt is from a Lolita brand. It was really hard to find something that would fit with the outfit because Shrek's little waistcoat thing, I don't know, it looks like it's made from this kind of like cracked leathery material. I obviously couldn't find anything that was similar to that would tie in with Lolita. It doesn't necessarily work for like his rustic vibe. So I was like, you know what, let's just go for like a knitted waistcoat. Like maybe he learnt to knit, you know, he spends a lot of time by himself. He's probably picked up a few hobbies. I don't know if it was a bit like threadbare at the end or it was like coming apart. I feel like that would be more in character, but obviously no one sells waistcoats like that, like an unfinished waistcoat. And then we've got these shoes. I actually typed in elven shoes rather than like all the brown Lolita shoes. They were a bit too like not swampy enough. Oh my god, I forgot the socks. So basically these were the socks that I was going to add. It didn't necessarily like fit with the whole outfit, but I was going to do a little bit of like photo editing on it because the dripping chocolate reminded me of mud. But it would be really cool if I could find some like dripping like brown socks. The ears were so hard to find, and you would not believe some of the weirdest shit that came up when I typed in Shrek ears. I'm gonna put them at the end of the video for like just like cursed content that I found while I was looking for Shrek ears. Like, I mean, it's like cursed but also like amazing at the same time. But I found these little, they're actually like crocheted ears, and I was like, you know what, yeah, okay, it doesn't have like the Lolita aesthetic. It's not like filled with loads of ribbons and like lots of lace. But I do feel that there are some Lolitas who do pick up the hobby of crocheting and add that to their coordinates. And I've seen that quite a few times and I think it looks really cute. So I was like, you know what? These crochet ears could work. And then I added like this kind of swampy green, like messy style wig. And then of course, I found an onion bag. Ogres are like onions. Oh, you leave them in the sun too long, they start sprouting little white hairs. So I basically showed these outfits to my mom because I wanted to see if like she would guess who they are. And she was just, I was like, look at the bag, like that's the hint. And she was like, an onion, is it donkey? I was like, look at the ears. What? Donkey doesn't wear ogre ears. I was like, oh my god. And that's why I was like, did I make this like not obvious? She's like, but Shrek doesn't wear a skirt. And I was like,
Oh boy, give me strength.
the next character, let's see if you get this one, is ta-da! Did you get it? So this time I did the wolf. I kind of forgot about the wolf, but someone left a comment on my last video and was like, please do the big bad wolf. And I was like, oh yeah. Like, you know, with like the bonnet and the really long frilly dress, I was like, this could work really well for Lolita. So obviously the main piece, I wanted something with long sleeve and that was a bit more of a relaxed style. I didn't want something that was like filled with like chiffon fabric or no kind of like corseting, because who wears that to bed? So I found this and it just looks really, really cozy. It kind of gives me like little night dress vibes with the little Peter Pan collar. And then I found this bonnet. It does like stand upwards, but it doesn't look like completely structured. Like a lot of the bonnets that I was looking on the library were very like, you know, the big massive ones that obviously you can't sleep in. And then some of the half bonnets, they weren't like matching the dress very well, or the lace was kind of off. And then I found this one and I was like, I think there is some structure to this bonnet, but it still looks like something that you could potentially sleep in. I don't know, it looks kind of cozy. And also I noticed that on the Big Bad Wolf's night dress, it has little sheep, so that's why I was like, right, okay, he needs a little sheep bag, a little handbag. And then I found these like fluffy sheep socks, which again are kind of like bed socks or socks that you wear around the house, so I feel like it tied in with the theme. The shoes, okay, the shoes, right, I was like, oh, I could find like wolf like feet, like actual like slippers in the shape of wolf's feet, because then that combines the two. It's slippers, it's loungewear, but also, oh my god, they were so ugly. Like there was either like really realistic ones that just looked, you know, so scarily realistic that I was like, no, I feel like, you know, this is supposed to be cutesy, this is a cute Lolita outfit, or they looked so fake, and I don't know, they were just all really ugly. So I went for these like fluffy Ugg style boots, because I was like, they kind of look like slippers but you can still walk around in them, and they're grey with the fluff on the top, and at the back they have a little bow. That's why I put two pictures here, so hopefully you can see that there's like a grey bow at the back. And then I found these really beautiful handmade wolf ears. I think these were from Etsy. There's lots of really good like handmade like animal ears on there, so those are pretty easy to find. And then there was a like keychain of a tail, but just imagine it's like a full-size actual tail and somehow you clip it to the back of your dress or at your butthole. I don't know, whatever takes your fancy.
But then you'd have to have like a really big hole at the back of the dress, like down by the butt crack, rather than like above the butt crack.
Okay, where is this going? And then the wig, I went for like a straight grey wig because I couldn't really imagine the wolf in like curls. Sorry, I had to change the camera angle. I'm not filming the entire video over again. So I feel like this one might be a bit of a challenge. So I'm interested to see if anyone gets it. So here it is. It is Pinocchio. What is this? I feel like until you actually see Pinocchio's full-on outfit, then you're like, ah, okay, I see it. I mean, the bright pink thong might have been a bit of a giveaway. It's a thong. So Pinocchio wears little blue shorts with suspender straps. So I found this kind of marine style skirt by Angelic Pretty, and then added a white cutsew. There are like yellow buttons going down his shirt, and there was a cutsew that had little buttons. They weren't yellow, but I don't know, there was just like too much going on up here, and I was like, nah, I just want to keep it simple. So I took the yellow and put it on the bag. I found like a yellow bow just to make it look like a Lolita bag, which it's not. It's a wooden bag from New Look. Pinocchio is wooden, so he needs a wooden bag. And then he's got like white gloves, but obviously we had to get some Lolita gloves with a little bow and lace on the end. The hat is really cute, a straw hat with red and blue, which ties in with the red shoes and the blue skirt. And then I've also noticed he has on the end of his nose, he has that little sprout. So I added those little hair clip sprouts, you know, but I don't know where you would clip it to because it couldn't go on the end of your nose. Unless you could like glue it to like the top of the hat. I feel like that would be quite cute. Okay, next one. This might be fairly obvious, but see if you know. See if you can guess. And it is...
Donkey!
So the outfit wasn't like the most exciting, even though he's the character with like the most personality in the franchise. So I went with this grey OP and then some little donkey ears. I think they were like, you know, for like kids fancy dress. So they were a bit rubbish looking. There was no like decent handmade donkey ears on Etsy. They're all kind of like kids dress up. So that's what I had to work with. And then because he has that like tuft of black, I stuck a little black bow, which is also from Etsy. Now, because Donkey, he is musically gifted, you know, he loves a little sing-song at any given moment. Much like myself, did you know he has the same personality type as me? And then I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. Wow! So I gave him a little tote bag with some music symbols on and then some black matching socks with little music notes on. Originally, I did give him just like black, like flat black Lolita shoes, and then I found these really cool, they're like high heels and they got like the zip down the middle. I was just like, oh my god, they're insane. So I found these like hoof high heels. I should have added like some big like false teeth as well. But you gotta have friends. Do you wanna please her? Then you got to have a little tenderness. And then, can you guess who this is? Of course it is Fiona. I went for this kind of very regal looking green OP. It's like velvet, and I wanted something with like a little, what are they called? A little something in the middle. But basically it had like the colour, the structure, everything else that I needed for Fiona. And then I obviously just found some plain green, like flat shoes. It's kind of like a different shade of green, but like so's her actual shoes. And I don't even know if they're like black. I couldn't really see very well. So who really cares? Now I went for this egg bag, which is similar to the one that I chose in my last video for Mina Lay. I gave her the red one. This one I gave her a white because, you know, in the first film when she starts singing to the bird and then he explodes and then she cooks his eggs. Why would it be he? Her cooks the bird's eggs for breakfast. Yeah, so that was my thinking. And then we've got her little lacy handkerchief as well. I'd like you to take this as a token of my gratitude. I'm not sure about these green lacy tights that I chose. I kind of put them there and I was like, yeah, they work. And now I'm looking back and I'm like, maybe I would just not give her leg wear, but that's part of Lolita, isn't it? You need like socks or something. You need something. So there you go. Again, we got the crochet ogre ears, and then I found this like circular crown. It did have lots of like dripping pearls coming down it, and they kind of looked a bit like a mess. So I edited them out. And then, yeah, and then there's her hair colour. Obviously, it would need to be styled in her little plait that she has. Okay, last but not least, this one was so much fun. Can you guess who it is? Maybe I should give a little hint. You've made me do something I really don't want to do. The diet is ruined. I'll have the medieval meal. So this is obviously the one and only, the fabulous fairy godmother. I wanted everything to be like iridescent, blue, silvery, lavender. It took me so long to find the right shade of her hair colour. And there was one website that I was like, yes, that's the colour. And then they'd updated their photo. So like the Google images would come up with one picture and I'd click it and then the image would change. And I was like, why? So this was as close as I could find. Obviously, you'd have to style the wig. And there's a lot of hair there. That length of hair probably won't stand up, be way too heavy. But this is the only thing I could find that was close enough. So I found this Angelic Pretty OP. And I quite like that it's got these like, you know, the regal sleeves. She comes across as this very like, she's very well put together on the outside, isn't she? But she's obviously, she doesn't have the best of intentions. And yeah, I feel like this OP gives her such a like regal vibe, and because it's got this like sheer overlay with those like gold crosses in them and it's like kind of shimmery, I feel like it kind of gives that like glitter effect of the dress that she actually wears. I really like the bodice on it. Like everything about it just says like royal. I know she's not royalty, but I mean she's like a prominent character, isn't she? And she's big in the kingdom of far, far away. She's a big deal. So I feel like this dress says I'm a big deal. And then I found these handmade fairy wings, these iridescent wings. Oh, they're so gorgeous, aren't they? Look at them, beautiful. And then this little saber thing, her magic wand, is actually someone's drawing, so it doesn't actually exist physically. And then I added a filter to it because it was more like a pink and gold color, so I wanted it a little bit more blue. There was like an actual wand that looks like the one that she uses, but it was too fancy dress for this outfit. I was like, no, I think she needs like a proper like saber with a big star on the end. I wanted the earrings to resemble bubbles, and that's why I went for these like iridescent pearls, because you know when she dies at the end and she kind of like explodes, all these bubbles come out, and hence all the bubbles that are around the outfit. The bag, I went for like a star shape because of the wand that she has, obviously has a star on the end. The shoes I couldn't decide on because I really like these iridescent shoes from Irregular Choice and these like blue glitter shoes, but I wasn't sure if the shade of blue was right, so I just stuck them both there because you know, I'm giving you options. And then obviously we've got her lovely blue rimmed glasses, the iconic glasses that she wears. For leg wear, I really struggled because I wanted like sheer tights with like diamantes on or something, or like with pearls or something that resembled bubbles, but none of the pictures looked right because it was just like a pair of legs. So just imagine that there's some like little sparkly socks. Those are all of my little Shrek outfits. I had a lot of fun. They do take a while, especially the longest thing was finding that shade of like silver purple for fairy godmother's hair, honestly, because it was literally the last thing I needed, because I'd done all the other outfits and that was the last item that I needed for this outfit. I was like, I need to just find this one thing. Let me know in the comments below which outfit you liked the best. Did you guess the characters before I revealed them? But yeah, let me know if there are any other characters that you would like me to do, or if, you know, this is getting boring now. I mean, I still find it fun. If you do recommend a franchise, you know, it kind of has to be something that I do actually enjoy and know a lot of. If someone was like, do all the Marvel superheroes, it's like, I'm not a big fan of superhero movies, like, at all. Like, every single one that I've seen, I'm just like, it just doesn't resonate with me. I won't be doing any Marvel Lolita outfits, sorry. Although, how could you? I'm getting off topic. Also, if you went to a Shrek themed party, which character would you dress up as? I don't know, I feel like Puss in Boots would be a good one. I feel like aesthetically, like the fairy godmother is like the best, but also like Donkey resonates with me more. Please enjoy some cursed content that I found. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you hopefully next week. Bye.